Alright guys, we've got a new laser engraver. This is just a little 10-watt Longer RAY5 10-watt laser engraver. Pretty inexpensive little laser engraver, but for what I need it'll probably do just fine. So we're just going to open this up, we're going to get it put together, and we're going to do a burn and see how it does. Let me get everything out of the box so we can kind of take a look at it. And once I get it out of the box, I'll show you all the different pieces. Alright, so you got your control head, you got your gantry. You got 4 of these, I forget what they call them, these extrusions that make up the frame. They are nicely marked. The long ones anyway. The short ones do not appear to be marked, other than they've got their name nicely engraved on it. And basically this looks like it's a pretty straightforward assembly. You got 3 legs here, and then the control panel acts as 1 leg. So I'll probably film the assembly of this, but I'm probably going to fast forward through it. Most people don't want to watch that. And then once it's all put together, I will set up a test burn and we'll see how it does. Okay, just a quick little update. So far I've got the got 3 corners secured. They're not tight yet. You don't want to tighten anything up till you get everything kind of put together and leveled out. But I just wanted to kind of let you know how these go. If you look, you've got a little notch right here. You don't on the other side. That notch has got to be positioned to where you can slide this piece down like that. So that's the way that's going to go. So you've got to make sure that this goes in. I'm going to try to do this one-handed, like so, with that notch, so that whenever you slide it, it will slide like that. If you get that in wrong, you're not going to be able to slide this piece where it needs to go. So at this point, before you tighten these set screws up, you're going to put this side screw in. And like I said, I've already got the gantry on. I put the rear and both sides together. I slid the gantry on, and then I went ahead and installed this piece. Now nothing's tight yet. Once I get the legs and everything on and it's sitting square on the table, I'm going to snug everything up. Once you snug everything up, you're going to tighten these set screws right here, and then that's going to secure the base. And then we'll slide the belts in and get those set up. Now they've already got the belt in for the I forget what axis this one is here. I think that's the X-axis. But anyway, just press on. So far it's going smooth. I'm only 5 minutes into it. Okay, I'm probably about 10 to 15 minutes into this. Everything's tight as far as the structure of it. The gantry rolls very, very smooth. Everything seems very sturdy. So I left these loose, these corner screws, until I snugged up the little L brackets. Once I set these set screws and snugged those set screws up, and then I tightened these up. And I went ahead and tightened these up. The feet help square everything up whenever I tighten the feet up. So far it's going good. I think the next step is to install the belts. So you'll have 1 belt on each side. They've provided these little notches to feed the belt through, and these little deals right here, I think, are what screws the belt down and secures it. I've got this belt on and installed. This one's not completely done yet. I've got it routed. I've got it coming through these little notches, going around that little gear like that. And what I like to do is on the front, pull it to where there's just very little coming out. That just makes for a cleaner installation. Now, you're going to take one of those screws and one of these. And what you're going to want to do is, once you get that down in there like that, you can see they're kind of cammed, I guess, or eccentric. You're going to push down on this, and what I was using was just the Allen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one single-handedly. You're going to push down and turn. Let me see if I can actually do this and show you what I mean. And there it is. Let me zoom in on that. And you don't want to tighten these screws up just real tight, because they're going down and they're actually touching that belt. And if you need to adjust this belt in and out, you've got a couple inches on the back side. Let me show you that. So this one's tight. You've got a couple inches back here that, unless you want a real clean look, you can trim that off. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that in case there's ever a strip or something toward one of the ends here or on that end, and then I can move this belt back and forth if I need to. And you want to pull this belt. Hopefully you can see that. You don't pull it real tight, but you take the slack out of it to where it's just, you know, kind of snug. That way when this rod turns, it's turning nice and even on both, you know, on that end and this end. So you want both the tensions to be as equal as you can get them. Anyway, let's press on. Been about 15 minutes, maybe 20 that I've been at it. So doesn't take long. This is the first time I've ever put one of these longers together. So okay, so the laser head is mounted. You have just 2 thumb screws here on the front, one on each side, but you can't forget the back. The back has these little screws right there. There's a little plastic spacer that you got to put in. You got one on each side, and that's what keeps the laser head from being able to be cocked back and forth. So the way you adjust this is you loosen these 2 little thumb wheels off, thumb screws, and then you just, whenever you get it where you want it, you tighten it up. So the belts are installed. I think we're ready to power it up. Oh, well, I ain't gonna power up without connectors plugged in. So now obviously there's got to be enough cord or enough length to get the connectors plugged up. That one, and you've got one over here for this motor. And you've got one right here for the laser itself. And like a lot of laser engravers, cord management could be an issue, so you want to, you know, watch your you know, whenever this thing's moving back and forth and side to side, yeah, you want to keep an eye on your cords, make sure that they don't get interfere with your project. So let me I'm going to snug this belt up just a little bit, and then we're going to power it on, see what happens. Alright guys, so it's all put together. Got the power cord plugged in. Got the memory. It does come with a memory card and a little flash drive so that you can plug it into the computer. There's the SD card right there. I'm going to hit the power button. We're going to see what happens. Take a look at the menu real quick. Hopefully that's coming in pretty clear. Let's see here. Okay, got your firmware, CPU information, beep. I'm going to turn that off. Oh, it is Wi-Fi. Let me get it connected to my Wi-Fi and we'll see if we can connect to it from the computer. Okay guys, I was able to get it connected to my Wi-Fi. You can see where it says up here connected. And you know, basically what we've got tool. Of course you got your Wi-Fi, you can change your languages. It's got the what kind of board they use in here, the firmware, the CPU. You got your control. I don't know if you can see the laser head moving. Okay, so that's low speed. Got high speed. You can change how far. That's 0.1 millimeter. So the laser head's only moving 0.1 millimeter. I don't know if I want to hit laser. Oh, okay. I don't want it burning through my table. So cooling, home, position, unlock. So you got 0, 0.55, 25, 50, and 100% power that you can select right here on the panel. Alright guys, I got it all connected up to the Wi-Fi. We'll look at that here in a minute. But the first thing I want to do is just do a quick burn. So it comes with about 3 pieces of wood to practice on. So I'm going to put this, I'm just going to, to focus this, it comes with this aluminum focuser. And the way this works is back here on the back. You set the focus rod on the material that you're engraving, and then you adjust the head up and down until it's right there in that little recess. Okay, so now that we have the focus set, I'm going to just pick something here on the card. There's 3 different things here. I don't know, we'll just do the first one. No, let's do the second one. We'll do a frame to make sure that we're going to burn only the wood. I'm going to hit frame. And I want to adjust that to where it's only on the wood. Okay. Then I'm just going to hit confirm. Yeah. It's nice and quiet, nice and smooth. Got a nice little progress bar here. We're at 18%, 19, 20. You can hit hold, stop, power. We're at 100% right now, so I can't go up on the power anymore. Linear, rapid, and it's going pretty fast. Yeah, looks like it's definitely working. Look at that. Looks pretty nice. Anyway, it's got a little car finish dialogue. Looks like a nice little 10-watt laser engraver. If you're in the market for a 10-watt laser engraver, this little Longer looks like a nice little inexpensive laser engraver that works pretty good. Okay guys, so the way I like to do my laser engraving is I connect up. I've got my laser engravers out in the garage, and I connect through Wi-Fi, and I'm here in my office in the house, and that's where I do all my work in Lightburn, and then I transfer the files through Wi-Fi to the laser engraver. And I just want to see if we can connect to it through its own web UI. Now, whenever I connected to the Wi-Fi on the laser engraver, it said that its IP address was 192.168.169. So I'm just going to type that up in the address bar. I'm going to hit enter. And let's see, okay. And it does look like we're connecting up. And it looks like the typical web UI. This is what my atom stack looks like. You can actually control the laser, as I'll show right now. I can hit this button right here and shuffle it from side to side. Same with back and forth. You've got your power settings. Soft home, hard home. Right here is where you would upload the files on the memory card. So like if you had a G-code file, so you just click that, it opens up, you navigate wherever it's at on your computer, and then it'll upload the file to your laser. And then what I do is I walk out in the garage and do a quick frame to make sure it's centered up right. Then I hit go and let her start going. You've got some settings here that if you needed to change any, you can change them, or you can see what they are. Of course, you got laser or language, and then you've got the version of the board and the firmware of the software that's on it. Okay guys, I thought I'd do my own burn using the Longer laser engraver just to show you how it'll do. So this is a GE Leap engine fan blade, the front of the engine, and it's about 7 inches in diameter, as you can see there. I'm going to burn it at 2,000 millimeters per minute at 90% power, and we're going to see how it looks. Whenever I do a preview, it shows at that speed it should take about an hour and a half to finish. So let's go out to the garage and see how it's doing. And I've already sent the file, just so you can see the way I do it. I've already sent the file. I've got the web UI pulled up here, and all I do is I just click the upload deal. It's busy right now, so it's probably not going to open up the upload button right here, but you can see I've got the Leap file loaded here, the G-code, and this is the little button that you would click, and you'd just select the file and it'll upload it, and you can see the progress. It's already at 13%. So let's go out there and see how it's doing so far, and then I'll turn the camera back on when it's done. So there's the outer ring. It looks like the outer ring came together perfect, so it didn't sidestep or anything. So far it looks like it's doing doing good. So I will, whenever this is completely done, in about another hour and 20 minutes, I will come back and we'll see how it looks. Alright, let's take a look at her. I think it did pretty good. This is a chunk of oak, by the way, about 2 inches thick. Been sitting here in the garage, and it even at 2,000 millimeters per minute, it burned quite a bit deeper than what I was expecting. Some light sanding on the top to bring out this area right here, and I think that'd be a really good burn. But anyway, that's it. Inexpensive 10-watt laser seems to do the trick. You guys take care.